What's up, guys? It's Nero signing in today. Today, I want to talk about this website I use called TradingView. You can follow stocks, cryptocurrencies, anything you want. And right now, we're just talking about cryptocurrency. And you can use this indicators on any of the cryptocurrencies or stocks out there. And so to start things off, what is all these arrows? Why am I throwing all these arrows around? Okay, so let's start off with the basic. You can see on this graph, this is a 5-minute graph right now, and we're just looking at Wabi as an example. And you see right here is about the lowest point in the graph, which is about 23,000 satoshis, and the highest would be 26,000. So if you're a regular trader and you can look at both of these, and like you can buy here down here at 23 and sell it at 26, which is gains, right? But like say like you're not sure if you want to take that risk. You're not sure if it's going to go up or down, right? So you can draw all these lines, and you can start doing your own TA and get used to it. But one thing I like about the indicators I use is these indicators are not on TradingView, they're custom. So you're going to have to contact me and I can hook you guys up. So let's start off with the first indicator showing here. It's called the squeeze indicator. This is like a squeeze momentum showing when like a lot of volumes coming in buying and a lot of volumes coming in selling, right? So you can see this big green, like a bunch of green candles here. So from around this point is where it's starting. And you can see like it started crushing it all the way up here, and the volume is still coming. So if you bought it from anyone from this dip and you sold it up here, you're still making money, right? And then you can see it's starting to go red now. So from this point on, everyone's selling it. So you would want to like buy back when this red is coming short and down, and the red is stopping, right? But sometimes like you get this little green bounce and you're not sure if like that's going to be huge bounce or small. So sometimes you want to wait a little bit, right, until you see like a big dip like this, and you see a bunch of red. So there's like a lot of sell-off. A lot of people are selling off, right? And that's when you want to buy. You want to buy people's bags that are selling off because they're panicking, they're selling, or they're not interested in the coin or whatever the problem is, right? So squeeze indicator, squeeze momentum is a good indicator to use to see where the volume is trending, if it's a lot of volume coming in buying or selling. And you can see sometimes there's like a little bit of selling, so it's like really hard to tell, and then it blasts off right here. Another one I use is CM Ultimate. It's a MACD. So this shows you where the trend is going, right? So I do this arrow right here, meaning you see this little red ball. It's called the crystal ball. So when you see that red ball, when you see that dot, it means the price is going downward now. So this whole red line means like the price volume dropped like crazy and people are selling off, right? So you want to wait for another green ball to come up. Green ball is like a good point to buy in because it's going to escalate up quickly, right? And you can see like it goes up from around 23 all the way to 20, like 25-ish. And then you see another red ball. It's such a small ball, right? But that's when like people are starting to sell off, but it's not too much sell off. It's just a little amount, right? And then it goes back to green, like a green ball, and the green crystal ball, and that's when it's picking up again. So if you buy it again around 24 or 6, and it goes all the way up to here till the red ball, you can even sell before the red ball, right? So you see how it goes as high as 27.8, like that's good gains, like right there. So if you have like 100 of these, you just made like 3,000. You made 3,000 satoshis each for over 100. So that's about 300K, right? So you made 300K satoshis just off this 5-minute trading, which is roughly. So this started around at what time slot? January 17, 1600 time, and it went as high at January 17, 2000 time. So within 4-hour gap, you made about 300,000 satoshis off 100 stocks of Wabi, which is pretty decent. That's a good amount because when you're trading, you're not supposed to look at USD amount because USD fluctuates like crazy because it's very volatile in the Bitcoin market. So when you're trading, you look at satoshis and try stacking up satoshis, right? Another one I use is called CM Williams, and CM Williams is good because it shows you when huge buying volume comes in. You can see a bunch of these are lit up green, so a lot of people are buying this whole dip up. So this whole dip right here, people are buying it up, and then they're just waiting for another selling point. And I do this triangle because it's showing me like the volume is going upward, because right now this was the lowest and the lows are getting higher, and then the highs are increasing little by little. So you can see it's going to break out of this channel and blow up. And then once that blows up, all the people that bought here would sell out, right? And the last one I use is LaGuire. So LaGuire is another indicator to show you good opportunities to buy and sell. So you see these greens right here, right? You see this really dark green. That means like that's a really good opportunity to buy in. But sometimes you should wait until the second or the third green light comes on, just in case. You want to be careful, right? Because sometimes as accurate it could be, like it can't predict the market, right? It's just showing you what's happening in the market right now, right? So right now it told you this is a good buying opportunity, right? And you can sell up, you can sell all the way up here, you can make good gains, right? But you want to wait for something like this huge. Like, see all this green? That means this is like a very good price to get in anywhere along these lines. And when it starts getting orange like this, as soon as it starts getting orange, you should start shaving off. Like, at least from where you bought it from, at least sell 25%, 50%. And when you see this big red light go on, it means like you should sell like majority of it, 75% to 100, depending on how you want to invest. I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own investments, study your own stuff. You know what I mean? Be educated, right? So when this red light goes on, it means it's going to be a huge sell-off, and you should get ready for the market to go down a little. So majority of the traders, they sell at the top right about here, about 27, and then they wait for another green light to come and buy back in, which would be around 25 and a half. You can see somewhere around a slot right here for people to get a good entry point. And yeah, with these indicators, it really helps you show which way the market is going to move, up or down. And let me show you another coin. Since everyone's talking about Bitcoin, let's load up some Bitcoin. So I use Bitcoin to USD, and so you can see Bitcoin right here. This is a 5-minute chart too. So every candle means that's 5 minutes each candle. So you can see right here there was a huge sell-off. The market went crazy red. So anywhere from here, if you bought it and you sold up here at the green light, I mean, you're good. You're making money, right? And you know what? Let's just measure it. So if you say you bought this green candle right here, and then you don't want to sell all the way at the top because you're getting scared. You want to see it go higher. Say you sold around here, right? That's about 13% increase from like what is that, 5 cents? About like, this is 2000. In a couple of days, in like 2-3 days, you would have made 11%, 13% on your Bitcoin. And you wait for another dip, buy back here, and then sell up here again. That's for like swing traders, day traders. If you're like a long-term hodler, like an investor, like something I personally like and I personally do, like when I buy coins, I look at the technology behind it, and I invest into coins that I think that are going to be huge. And I don't really like sell out within the first month or two. I hold it down for a couple of months, because you're investing into something, you want to invest into something real. If you're going to invest for today and try selling by tonight, this market could be for you, could not be for you. I'm not too sure about that, because it's very volatile. So a lot of these charts, like when you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you see it down like 20%, and what are you gonna do? Are you gonna panic sell and buy something else and try to make up for that loss? No, right? You're just kind of like sit through the waves. So this indicator is very nice compared to what TradingView gives you, and there's a lot of indicators you can use too. I use a lot of standard ones that come with TradingView also, but this one I really like because it shows me like the best times to buy and sell, like one of the best times. Like let's see right here, this green ball right here, right? So if you bought here and you're like, oh, it's gonna boom, and there's a red ball, like what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sell off? Because it went from like here to here, you would have lost 7% if you bought around here and then sold it, right? So at that point, like you would want to at least double down and get more around this price. So anywhere from here is a good price to double down, because another green light came on. If we double down and it went all the way up to 10,400, from 9,200, that's still money per coin you had, right? And then you buy another dip, keep going up. So you can see there's a huge buying volumes coming here too. So even like if you bought anywhere here, even if you bought this whole dip, right, you're still making money because it went all the way up to up here. These are like small gains, but like it's 5%. So if you bought from all the way at the top here, anywhere down here, that's easily 5% plus. And you can see the light's going red right now. So a lot of people are going to start selling off on the 5-minute, right? Let's look at something more detailed, like what long-term investors do. They look at the 1 hour and the 1 day chart. You can see on the 1 hour chart, all this is lit up green. This whole dip is lit up green. So you can tell like and like there's a lot of sell off here too, and it's going down, and the market's about to go up right now. So you can tell like a lot of people were selling out, they panicked, and people just bought their bags, and now they're waiting for the wave up to ride the wave, right? So using this indicator, it's pretty helpful for me. If you guys want to study it, you guys can learn it. You guys can actually make some good money. I know a lot of people using this, and people that have thousands of dollars also use this indicator too. This is not just for like just making a quick $5-10. You can make a few $1,000 easily within a day, half an hour. Time doesn't really matter, right? You just want that certain percentage of gains. So a lot of people use this, and then on your trading, whatever you use to trade, you can set up stop losses just in case it dips lower than the price you bought it for, so you can sell out right away before it crashes. Or you can sell it, you can put stop losses at the top, so when it reaches a certain price, you can sell it. So if you go to sleep and you wake up, you don't want to see your account like 20% disappear because you forgot to sell. So this is also very helpful because you can also go back in time for this chart, and you can see other good opportunities where they bought and it didn't go up as much. Like right here, it's in, it's a green candle right here at 1,300, and it went all the way to 1,400. That's about $1,000, but is that really high gains? Like probably not if you have only like $100 into Bitcoin, $200 into Bitcoin. But if you have a few Bitcoins, like that's some pretty good gains. So yeah, when you're looking at Satoshi value, this is a huge gain, right? Like this is a 10% move, which is pretty massive in a couple hours to a couple of days. And so this works for any chart. And let me just load up another coin just to show you guys. Let me find something that did nice. Let's look at BlockChain. So BlockChain in the past couple of days was doing really good. So you can see on the 1 hour chart, it exploded to 310,000 Satoshis, and quickly it just went red. So you see a lot of massive people selling off, and you can see it just dipped. And then there's another green light here, but like sometimes you're not too sure, so you can buy it, or you know what I mean? Even if you bought it and it doesn't go as high, buy the next dip, which is down here, around here, and then sell up here. You're still making profit from your other buy previously. It's still good. Even if you have to hold it for a day or two, I still think that's good. This indicator helps you a lot, right? So you're not going in blindly. Even if you don't know what you're investing into and don't know what you're doing, you can't 100% rely on the indicator, because it's not an AI, right? It's like it's doing it by it's learning from the market of buy and sells and the percentage and stuff. So you can see right now on BlockChain on the 1 hour chart, it's showing a green light, so it could be massive. But you can see previously here there was a green light and it only went to an orange, which is like a little high. But then a lot of people started selling off and the price went down, right? So mostly you want to look at indicators when it's like this light green, and like when it goes to red, that's when you make the full potential gains. But sometimes that won't come. And like you can see from here too on the squeeze momentum, like it was a lot of sell orders and there was such little buy volume. So you can see it's going down more, and there's such little buy volume again, and there's a lot of sell. So you can see this is the 1 hour chart. So you can see from the 13th all the way to today, 4 days, there's been a lot of sell-off in BlockChain because it blew up the day before. So you can tell from that alone, like there's too many guys selling out there because Bitcoin price went down too, and the market went down a lot. So people kind of got scared and they're selling all their altcoins. This could be a good pickup for certain people if you know what you're doing and know how much you're investing, and you got to do the calculation before you get in, guys. So I just wanted to make this quick video to show you guys the indicators I use and something that helps me actually generate money. And this is actually real, guys. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Leave a comment, message me on Instagram, and I look forward to hearing from you guys.